So for those of you watching, I'm Robin Vogels from Personnel Relocations and the author of the book, Your DIY Move Guide to Australia. And this morning, I'm super excited as part of our month on furniture removals and alternatives. I have Keith with me from MORC, and he has got a great product, service, anything else you can wrap up into that I'm super excited about. Keith, I'm going to just, throw it out there. Tell us about MORC.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you once again, Robin, for this opportunity to, potentially help your clients, both interstate or overseas. So MORC Interiors is an interior furnishing company that provides finishing services to help homeowners save time and hassle to finish their home. At the end of the day, we understand that many families are looking to, when they're looking to move into a new home, the entire process of planning to shopping to, measuring and organizing all the logistics and delivery can be a very long and tiring and troublesome process that can take up to 6 months. And so we want to be able to help them streamline and make that whole process a lot easier by offering furniture packages. There's a one-stop shop furnishing service that includes the designing, delivery, the assembly of furniture, removing all the rubbish from the property in one fixed price.
I'm super excited about this, to have the option of people being able to buy their furniture before they arrive, to sit with you and be able to design everything. I mean, it's a great option. There's so many of our clients that are perhaps only coming on a 1 or 2 year contract. It's just not worth shipping their furniture. So yes, a couple who might, just be coming for a short-term contract, they can sit with you and get all their furniture delivered into the house. So what else, what other options, or what other, what's the word I'm looking for? What other positives are there about using yourself to furnish their home rather than shipping?
Yep. So with us, obviously, if, we can plan ahead of time, whilst you're still overseas or interstate, whilst you're planning to move, looking for a place to move, or when you've even found a place, but then, you have to start thinking about packing up everything and what furniture to bring, all that logistics, you don't have to think about, because once you give us the floor plan, you give us the address, and what we do is our design team will look at all the information you've given us and design a tailored package that is suited for not just the property, but for you, for the needs during the duration that you are living in Melbourne. So we streamline and save you a lot of time and hassle, and have the property ready when you come here, instead of having you to think about that whole thing, when the whole process of shopping for furniture when you arrive in Melbourne.
Exactly. And people who are arriving in Melbourne, and especially our overseas clients, they don't understand or are familiar with the different brands. They don't necessarily know what Freedom Furniture might have, or how it might differ from JB Hi-Fi, for example. They're two different stores. What can I get from each one? So, and I just think it's brilliant. And even now during COVID, we've got people sitting in quarantine and they're shopping online, which seems like good use of their time, but they don't really understand, what shops offer which. And we try and guide them as much as possible, but just to give them one-stop shop with you, to say, here's everything you need, and you can upscale or downscale as much as you need. I think it's just fantastic. I think it's a great energy saver, if not time and effort.
Sorry?
No, carry on.
Most people, some of the interstate or overseas clients that we've serviced before, the only furniture company that they will know is IKEA. And even if they try to get from IKEA, they have to, one, make sure they have a car, to go, and make sure they have the time on the weekends. But if they're bringing family along, it's already hard enough to find time to, even just put food on the table and get everything organized before even having to go and shop for furniture. So,
and let's not forget the flat packs and the Allen keys. If you don't have tools and you don't have everything else to get it done easily, you're going to have a sore hand and maybe a divorce on your hands.
Yeah, definitely don't want that. So, I mean, you're talking about, let's say, 3 items per room, and then you have your living, bedroom, and dining room as your main rooms for a house or for a property. And if each room has about 3 to 5 items, that's up to 15 items that you have to worry about. You know, I used to try and fit furniture from IKEA in my car. Yes, even though it's flat pack, but it's a lot of work and a lot of hassle, and you probably have to do multiple trips as well.
Yes, when one piece is missing and you've got to go back and find the other shelf. And as you said earlier, it's all the packaging afterwards as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of cardboard, plastics that you have to remove, and Australian bins, as you probably find out, they're very small. So that means you're going to have a lot of cardboards in your property. So
exactly. Now, you know, somebody who's coming here on a 1 or 2 year contract or moving to Melbourne or Sydney, wherever they might be moving interstate, it might not be a long-term move. And some people will look at renting furniture. But you know, that has a tipping point, even for some of my moves that are you know, waiting for a sea shipment to arrive. We might rent furniture for a few weeks. But if it's only a 2-week or 3-week hire, it's actually not cost effective. And I think it goes the other way as well. You know, if we had to compare, and this is what I got excited with seeing yours, is that when we compared the price difference between a long-term furniture hire as opposed to them having their own furniture, that they have more of a say in what they're getting, first of all. You know, you can have it delivered just as quickly as the rental furniture, but at least it's theirs.
Yeah, with renting furniture, it's I mean, number one, it's secondhand. So you would need to hope that it's in good condition and it's clean. Most time it should be, but over time, over 2 years, the cost can really add up, and it's not a very cheap option. So at the start, it may seem cheap, but over time, the cost really adds up for what you are getting. And also, a lot of times they also don't offer a lot of linen accessories. So that means you still have to go and buy and shop for, you know, bed linen, quilts, covers, pillows, or your kitchen and bathroom accessories to make sure that your house is fully equipped, that you can actually cook when you arrive, or you know, or have plates to eat your takeaway when you arrive as well. So that's something that we provide that you won't be able to get through renting furniture.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, one of the questions I asked you when we first met was the style and the workmanship. So, you know, why should people use MORC? And I think that was a bit of a home run for me, was the quality of the furniture.
Yeah, definitely. So as mentioned before, we want to help streamline and save time and hassle for our clients so that they can just move in straight away. And we strive to provide the best possible service and make it as easy as possible for our clients. So what that will look like is we always want to, as part of our design, as part of our packages, which I'll show you in a second. So just to give you an example of what I mean by we listen to our clients. This is a client recently that we helped. We furnished her 3-bedroom house in Craigieburn.
I love that. I left you with an empty house and I came back to a home. That's lovely.
Yeah, and she was expecting twins, and she's also a working mom with a son already, and so she didn't have time to you know, plan and design and shop around. To make things even harder, well, a house was being built. So what that meant was she didn't even have a house, an actual space to go and measure and actually get a feel of what the space would look like and how much space she had. So working with us, we listened to what she wanted, what she needed, and then we also looked at what could actually fit in her space. So we actually dropped
that's really, sorry to interrupt you, but that's really important, you know, because I walk through homes with our clients and they can't always completely visualize where their furniture is going to go. They sort of think it might fit there, that might not, but they don't have that visual sort of space, you know, what the space is actually about. So it's good that you actually have that that in your head, you know, you understand what's going to fit and what isn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So after we asked her, you know, what kind of furniture she wanted in her living room, her master bedroom, the nursery, the kids' room, then we put together a mood board that to do just like a very simple mood board to give her a feel and an idea of what kind of furniture will be fitting in her space. And then once she was happy with all the furniture for each and every single room, then we went through and finalized what each room would actually look like, you know, with a bit of styling and finishes and as you can see with some of the cushions, the artwork, the decorative items, even the master bedroom as well. And this is what the nursery would have, this is what the nursery looks like.
Lovely.
Is what the kids' room look like. And as you can see, you know, this is what the final product is. So we're very happy. She was very happy. She gave us an absolute glowing review, and literally, you know, with about 3 months, three months to plan in advance of what she wanted and to finalizing every single detail. To once her house was built, she gave us the keys. We went in there. Within 3 days, we completely finished, styled, removed all the rubbish, and she moved in on the 3rd day.
Beautiful.
And she didn't have to lift a single finger, and she just brought her luggage. So yeah, she was absolutely happy.
And I know you mentioned just now you have different packages. So I assume in this package, she chose to have extra fashion, not fashion design, but styling and extras on that one, because you have different levels, you know, where you can go a base level, you know, and add different things. So you can show us.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So let me open our packages for you and give you an idea.
I think that would be great, because then people can actually see what the differences are, you know, because if I'm moving a young engineer, he might not want all the plants and things like that. He just wants the basics. But if you've got a family who's arriving, and especially some of the corporate families, they want them to arrive and feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to provide options to our clients depending on, you know, their budget or their needs or what can even fit in their property as well.
Yes.
And so this is how we work with our clients. We start with a essential package or the basic package, as most people would know, and it includes the essential furniture items for the 3 main rooms that we talked about. So the living, the dining, and the bedroom. And then you also talk about the 3 main appliances. So your TV, your washer dryer combo, and a fridge. So everything to get the property furnished and ready for someone to move in.
Yeah.
And if the client wanted something a little bit more complete, you know, they wanted all the linen, the decorative items they wanted the whole property to completely look like a home that they can just move in straight away and not have to do anything. So then we have our stylish package.
Yeah.
And this includes all the decorative items, the lighting, the cushions, the bed linen, and let's see.
Pictures and the plants and things. That's lovely.
Exactly.
That's really lovely. So just go back up to the basic package for me a second, Keith. Because I was just, you know, for some of the people that are viewing this, they might not really understand how much it could cost them to ship their furniture. So if you're looking at that, and say, for example, I was moving a couple, they're coming from London, they might have a 20-foot container. So they've had an apartment in London and they're moving to Australia. You know, 20-foot container from London, you know, first of all, there can be lots of things that can influence the price of furniture removals, and I'll go through those in a different video. But you're probably looking anything between $8,000 to $10,000. Whereas here we look, you know, at a 1-bedroom or even 2-bedroom, they can have brand new furniture installed before they arrive, ready to go. You know, so if we found them an apartment before they arrive, we hand them over to you. The furniture is arranged with them. You will consult with them over Skype or whatever you need to do. And it's just a no-brainer. It's much cheaper.
Yeah,
Makes much more sense.
Yeah, and I think one thing that some people may miss out as well, just to remember from some of the clients they work with, some clients, some of our homeowner clients, they have old furniture that they want to bring to their property as well, whether it be from interstate or overseas. But the thing is, they don't know if the furniture will fit well,
Yeah.
or if it will fit at all.
Yes.
And so, just to give you an example, one thing that we always do and make sure we check for our clients is, even though this client, she was used to a king size bed, but she wanted something new. But assuming she wanted to bring a king size bed, we told her when we measured the space, it was going to be tight. But she said, she really, really needed that the king size bed because she was pregnant. She needed that space. And so we said, okay, we'll make sure that we'll make sure we get a king size bed, but also select the bedside tables that will fit perfectly within the space.
Yeah.
And so for this client, we were able to tell her, look, yes, you can fit the king size bed. You can fit 2 bedside tables on each side, but there was only like 50 mil of space on each side.
Yeah.
But for someone who's bringing their own furniture and they didn't have the floor plan or weren't able to actually measure the space beforehand,
Yes.
Can you imagine if they brought the furniture over and then they can't fit? And where are you going to put your king size
absolutely,
bed? So,
absolutely. Yeah. And, the king size bed is one of those things that I always warn people about, because many of our homes here are double story, or they want to move into a townhouse, and they arrive with a king size bed that has it's just one base. It's not split bases, and they can't get it up the stairs. So it sits in the garage for until they move house again. So the king size bed is a bone of contention. But you're right, even, some of those antiques and things, and I'm sure you'd be able to work with them. I saw in the pictures earlier where you had worked with the family and even had rocking chairs and little kids' tables and things like that. So you can obviously adapt and get the furniture that they need. So if they've got an antique that you need to work around in the room, then you can do that. That's brilliant. Love it. Love it.
So just to give you an idea of what a 3D process look like as
that
well.
would be good. Thank you.
So this is a virtual tour that anyone can view online, whether you're interstate or overseas. You can actually walk through this apartment. You can click on the points around. And this is actually in Melbourne, in South Bank, next to the CBD. That's Eureka Tower, tallest building in Melbourne, or second tallest now.
Second now,
this is in the tallest building.
Yes.
So, people can actually view this. They can get a good feel and example of how we can help our clients as well. So,
looks beautiful. I'd be quite happy in that. Beautiful. Those are stunning apartments. I haven't been in there yet. They look great. Nice floor to ceiling windows as well. Good place for the fireworks at New Year's.
Yes, definitely, because it's right by the Yarra. Oh, it will have beautiful view, stunning views with the whole fireworks. Yeah.
So I know with the previous lady, you had a few months. Now, some of my clients don't have a few months. How quickly would you be able to source and install furniture if we needed?
Yeah, so typically something that if it's from our normal packages, usually it takes about 1 to 2 weeks for us to come up with to prepare and deliver the package. And it only takes us 2 days to install. And if it's something that's very custom, depending on the property or the client's needs, then that can take about up to 2 to 4 weeks to finalize the design. And again, then finalize the design and organize delivery, and then it's only 2 days to install. So the most that they would expect is 1 month. Okay.
All right. And something I've never asked you before, but what areas do you cover? Because I know I've seen you in Melbourne CBD, but then you mentioned, I think, Craigieburn just now. So what areas do you actually cover?
Yeah, so we cover CBD and actually all over Melbourne. Okay. Most of our projects are in the CBD, but we have done projects up to even Geelong, even Sydney as well. We have a team in Sydney. And it just depends on where the client's property is. But yeah, we definitely cover the whole of Melbourne.
Okay. And you're also very active on social media. So can you tell everybody how they can get in contact with you, either via Personnel Relocations, or if they want to follow you on social medias, where are you most active?
Yeah, definitely. So our contact details and social media links will be in the comments or the captions below. But we're very, very active on social media. On where you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website as well. And we post a lot of videos, a lot of tips weekly. So you'll be able to really see a lot of updates on what projects we're working on. If any of them catches your eye, give us a call. We'd love to have a chat. And yeah, see how we can help you finish your home ahead, and so that it'll be ready for you to move in straight away.
Yeah. Thank you, Keith. I know the first time we met and I got all excited about this, and I was telling you that I have some clients that move into their homes and camp, and you were absolutely horrified as that people would be camping in their homes.
Yes. Yeah, I think I did say that it will be one of our goals to help you prevent any family from having to sleep on sleeping bags, because you know, as you know, I'm expecting a baby in 1 month's time, and I can't imagine, you know, bringing my wife and newborn child into our new home and having to sleep on a sleeping bag. So that's something that I definitely don't want any family to go through or experience, and that's one of our goals, to be able to help your clients.
Thank you, Keith. And you've certainly given an alternative that I never knew about, and I'm super excited to be able to share it with everybody. Not only is it a cheaper alternative in many instances, but it's good quality furniture, it's beautiful, and it can be ready and installed for the family to arrive. So it's just wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it. And yeah, let's see where this takes us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Robin, for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you. You take care in this weather. It's pretty bad out there still.
Yeah, you too. Definitely.
Thanks, Keith.
Keep warm.
Yes, I will. Thanks again.